Thank you.
Can you hear us?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Hallo. Es freut mich, wieder hier zu sein.
Yeah. I'm also happy to be here. For me, it's going to be the first time, but I'm also very happy.
It's just
to
the
be
first
here.
time?
Yes. I mean, as a speaker, but I have been already attendee.
And why do you speak English, by the way?
Yeah, I was also kind of wanted to ask you why I speak German. Yeah, they don't understand.
I think they can hear you with the mic. So,
Okay, good. Yeah, so the way is, I'm not sure if they kind of understand exactly the way how I speak German from Austria.
Oh.
There is a different dialect. There are also some different words which we use. You are very deep in cooking.
yeah.
Maybe just to give you an example, when it comes to dishes, if you look at this, for example, then we call in Austria, we would say this is a Semmer, together with a Frankfurter, and they say that's actually a Brötchen.
What?
Which is a bread, I don't see a bread in it, and a Vienna or Wiener, very often. It's the other way around, exactly. And it continues. This is a Palatschinken.
Okay.
And they pretend that they want to call it Pfannkuchen.
Okay.
Pfannkuchen is a cake.
It's not a cake.
No, it's not. It's not. But that's the way it is. So these are the differences in German, different languages.
Okay, I'm happy that in French a croissant is a croissant, and like in all over the world, so it's pretty easy. Well,
yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't think people are here for that. Let's introduce ourselves.
Yes.
And
so I'm Rainer.
Go ahead.
As I already said, I'm from Austria. I'm part of Angular Architects, so we're doing workshops and consulting. I'm also a member of a few open source libraries. I'm also a Google developer expert, which is also what Younes is.
And I'm Younes. I'm a software cook, so I try to find the ingredients and recipes to build like scalable apps with my clients through workshops and coachings and a testing video course. So I'm passionate about testing. So if you're tired of testing or struggling with testing, or if your tests are tired of you, you can reach out and you can check out my website, marmico.io. What's wrong?
There is one thing, what you said before we did the introduction about the croissant.
Well,
I don't want to break it to you, but you know, the croissant was invented in Vienna. It is not called croissant there. It is actually called Kipferl, and you took it and you just renamed it. This is this is the original croissant. Yeah, that is it's called.
It's a moustache, or it's it's Michael's moustache there.
That's your croissant.
No, come on. Do you have a picture of a croissant
of course,
so that people can? This is a croissant. Who wants to eat the Kipferl thing? Nobody.
Come on. I mean,
3 people.
Yeah, but look,
is your family there?
No. I did some research. So I created an application because I have enough time to do this.
Like the Angular team.
A real survey, yes.
Good.
It looks like this.
Okay.
There is a croissant, a Kipferl. They can choose.
Okay.
And I send it to all my friends. And this was the final outcome.
Your Austrian friends.
Yes. So 133 people, a lot of friends. And I even have friends in France.
I don't believe.
You see what happens there.
And wait, Matthew is saying something.
No. I tried to vote croissant, but it doesn't work. I voted croissant.
Of course it works.
There is a bit bug.
It's not a bug.
I don't trust you. I don't not trust you.
Yeah,
only croissant.
There's something
No.
fishy here.
He for sure voted for Kipferl because there is no bug in it.
I don't trust
He
you.
not just pretends that it doesn't work because he has a bad conscience or something. It works. Trust me, it works.
Do you have a test for that?
No, but I have the app ready. So we have it right now.
Show me the app.
Yes. Do you want to write a test now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But show me the app.
Yes, then maybe we'll first look at the app. So that's the app.
Can I try it?
Yeah, you can try it. What kind of tests do you want to write? Just asking.
I know. We could start with an end-to-end. So just keep it simple. We just interact with it. It's a simple app, right?
Yes,
just fill a question and then you vote.
Yeah, so you want to do it like the real users do it?
Because just to really make sure, because like the confidence level right now is pretty low.
Yeah, thank you, Mathieu.
Thank you, Mathieu. So, nationality, I'm French.
Yes, you're French.
Next, are you sure you're French? I think so. Do you really want to do this survey?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
Okay. Do you understand this is an Austrian app and you might hurt feelings of Austrians with giving the wrong
answer? You have to be sensitive these days.
Yeah. How many questions do you have?
I don't know. It's randomized. It's random. It's completely random. I have no idea.
I'm not going to be able to write a test with random questions and random answers.
I get it. End-to-end testing might be a problem.
Yeah, you can't go through all the steps.
Yeah, we also don't have your routing system, so you really have to go through all these things because I need to make sure that you answer the questions.
Okay, got it. And
No
what if
end-to-end
we
test.
just mount the component, like the last result component, the voting component, and we test it?
Okay. So you would say end-to-end in this case doesn't work because of the navigation stuff.
Yeah, I want to focus on the component.
Yeah, okay. So we would write a component test or something like this.
Yes. And
I can do that if you allow me.
Let's do it with Vitest, which is the official testing framework for Angular 21, right?
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, really happy about that.
Good. So
we did nothing about it. It's the Angular team doing it, and we get stuff. I love that. Thank you.
Exactly. So I have here Vitest. It's a simple Angular testing, how it usually works.
Yeah.
We know how this goes. By the way, I'm also using here the testing library.
Good.
So I want to really make sure that the test is as good as possible. Also for me as a developer.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to say a little bit about the testing library, what it does.
Yeah. So the testing library is one of the ways of really interacting with the UI, with your DOM, with realistic events. Because if you trigger the events manually, you might have some bad surprises. For example, when you click on a button, actually you have a mouse enter, a mouse down event, then a click, then a mouse up, or actually it's a mouse up. Anyway, I don't even remember the order, you see? So that's why testing library has the user event thing that does that for us. This one way of doing it. And
I'm going to
thank you for using that.
Yes, sure. So I would say test bait, create component.
Yeah.
Of course, I need to know the component, which means we are not directly navigating to the actual survey without answering if you are French or anything else.
Yes.
And, let's quickly take a look. So this is the way how it looks.
Okay.
It's very accessible. I made sure of that.
Good.
You have here the croissant and the keep full up buttons.
Okay.
Roll button. You also have to agree to the privacy policy. That's important.
Okay.
We're in Germany, there are rules.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't do whatever you want.
Good.
Yeah. And then you have to submit vote.
Okay,
you
good.
click on it.
So 3 clicks and then
we get to the outcome.
Okay.
Yes. Good. So we are using user event, as you said, with an await. And I would then say, I want to click on something. And since we are using here the screen.
How are you going to find the button?
By find by role.
Find by role, yeah. So you're using the accessibility attribute we have.
Yes.
So even like if you have like a button element that turns in the future into a div that has a button role, it will just keep working. Yes. Okay,
exactly.
That's good.
So
you can change your UI library, it's still going to work.
Exactly.
Good.
So I say button and I name, okay.
Croissant, please.
Good.
Yes, click on the croissant.
No, good. I would never do this, but okay, because it's just you.
And
then we have another one. It's a checkbox, yes?
I think, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, good.
There is just one checkbox, so if you're fine with it, I would just leave it like this.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. There's just one component, one checkbox, so yes, it makes total sense.
And then we have the last click, which is again on the button.
Yeah.
So find by row. I would again have my button.
Yes.
And this time maybe I would use the regular expression to fetch the labels and all that stuff. And I don't want to type in submit vote.
Yeah.
I would just say submit with the regular expression. That kind of also works.
Good.
So under the hood, every Angular is now doing its stuff. We would expect that then the screen is also going to change, where we then also see the final outcome of the survey, which means I just have to assert things now.
Yeah. So how does the result look like? Can you go back to the?
Yeah. And of course, I mean that's always the problem with these components.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I wanted to have the end-to-end test first.
Yeah, I want to see the components and interact with it manually, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so now we can just.
But the thing is, we always have to switch, and we need to find out what it actually is.
And kind of brute force the selector queries.
And even now the problem is I don't actually know how these things are called here, so I have to go into the source code.
Yes. How do you grab the votes for the croissant?
Now, I know that it's the result component.
Okay, good.
I need to know it. And if I open it here...
it has a label, so we can grab it by label.
Yes, it's a get by label.
And you're going to grab the croissant votes, right?
Yeah, okay, good.
Thanks.
Good. So I would then have here my expect, where I would again say I'm going to await screen find by label.
Yes, label text, yeah.
It's going to be the croissant votes.
Okay.
And I would say, because we are using here Vitest.
And you have like the matchers that actually they trim the text if there are spaces and stuff, so the assertions will work properly.
Exactly. So I can directly verify the text content that it has.
One, please. One vote.
You're very careful.
And the keep for 0.
Okay, and
Yes.
then also the keep file. Good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Keep.
Keep fail.
I can
That's
help
good.
you with that.
Yes, good.
Sorry.
So, and then we just run it. It's another NG test that I have to do. And if everything works, then this should now be successful, which will prove hopefully
That Matthew is a liar.
exactly. Yes, I wouldn't have put it like this, but in a way.
But
Let's quickly do the counter check. I mean, the test
just
is
make
working.
sure, make it fail.
Yes. See here 0. Rerun it again, and it's failing.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. So you can talk with each other
I
if
give
you
you
want.
like 3 confettis, but
Yes,
I don't trust
wonderful.
you.
Why not?
I want to see it. I can't actually trust it. I really want to see it in a browser. So what I would love is, I would love the Playwright. Who's using Playwright, by the way, here?
Oh, good.
Who wants to use Playwright? Who've heard about Playwright and wants to use it? Okay, good. So Playwright is this end-to-end testing framework by Microsoft, and it allows you to really control the browser through Chrome DevTools protocols and other ways in the future. But anyway, so you can really interact with the browser properly, and it has many features. And what I would like to have is that, but I don't want to navigate, as we said, and I would like to test this component only in Playwright.
Would be nice for you if you could do this, but unfortunately it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The Playwright team is not moving forward on the component testing story. So what if there was a tool for that? Would you use it?
What if, yeah. I have many what ifs.
I have it. We have it there. It's called Testronaut.
Okay.
I can show it to you.
Okay.
It's on your computer.
Maybe
you know.
switch the slides.
Whoa, what happens?
Helmets on?
Yeah, it's during breakfast. I took your computer and I installed it on it.
Aha, okay.
So let me show you.
Now let's see.
I'm just going to put my apron in case things get dirty. You know,
yeah, which means it's now getting serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if...
I'll stand here.
Okay.
What do you want to do, actually? You still want to test my application? Is it
Stop
wrong?
being suspicious. Look, I want to test the components,
Yeah.
but with Playwright.
So let me look. This is a Playwright test, you say?
This is a Playwright test. Okay?
But it says Testronaut Angular.
Yeah, but this is the Testronaut tool. It's not wrapping Playwright. We're just using Playwright. We have a Playwright config, nothing special. But this just adds the fixtures for Testronaut. And a fixture is nothing more than these utilities that you can inject in Playwright.
Okay. So that would mean that you are writing now a Playwright test where you directly, like I did before in the components, and you don't have to answer all these questions.
Yes. Yes. So here, instead of navigating to some page, what I would do is that I would mount the vote component.
Okay. And the rest, what comes now? The interaction with the component, what is this?
The interaction, I could write my tests here. So I'm going to just run the tests. I'm using, oh, sorry. It's not the right mode that I want. So here in Playwright, you have a really amazing integration with some IDEs, and you can use to show the browser.
So it's really the full Playwright experience, which we have.
The full Playwright experience.
Nothing special.
All the skills that you have in Playwright.
You also see something, okay? Do you really think it's worth it?
Come on, stop. Let me try. So here I have my component that I'm mounting here, just displayed right to it. And now look at this. I'm trying, to select with exactly the same queries that testing library has. Actually, Playwright is inspired by testing library. And I can grab the elements. But when you're hesitating about the selectors, is it a button? Is it blah, blah, blah? Well, here, it's highlighted.
Okay. So it's really page Playwright.
And,
but Younes, that also means if you would not do certain actions, that we have the same Playwright kind of behavior in actions.
Yes.
Where Playwright is not just clicking, executing a click, it really tries all these checks.
Yes, that's the cool thing. So testing library is simulating the events on the element, but what Playwright is doing, it has what they call actionability checks, which means that it will first make sure that the button is visible, it's enabled, and that when it clicks, it will try to click in the middle, and if there is something hiding the button, the test will fail. So this is real life.
It's waste of resources. We don't need to do this.
Why are you sabotaging this?
That's not important.
You're hiding something. So here I want to grab the croissant. Okay, not the keep full thing.
Yeah.
And I want to click on it, right? And The chaining here is pretty nice. And then I want to click.
The same commands actually that I've written before.
Yeah,
You're
pretty
repeating
similar.
yourself. Redundancy. No need.
I'm going to throw that other test.
Okay, good. Right.
And I'm going to click on the checkbox. That's what you said. And then I want to click on the, how's it called? Submit vote button. It's highlighted.
Yes,
I think
yes,
it's a good
yes,
one.
of course it's there.
Are you ready? So let's see just this, and then I'll add the rest later.
It's working. We don't have to wait for it. Let's just finish it.
No, wait. What is this?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Man, our friendship is in jeopardy right now. So what's happening? It couldn't click. So it found the element, it's visible, it's enabled, it's scrolling to try and click on it, but then it says some div there intercepts the pointer.
That's a typical
event.
flaky test. It doesn't work. You just need to run it a few times and then it will work somehow. Trust me.
Listen, what is this element? What is this thing here?
I don't know.
My God. Huh. Keep full must always win. What? What is this? Oh, sorry. Go away. What?
I don't know. I didn't write this on my own. I had help. It's vibe coded.
It's vibe code.
Yes,
so
yes,
it's not your fault.
yes.
Okay. You can. Well, okay. So you blame the LLM. Good.
Good.
I'm gonna just try and remove this. I can just delete it. I'm gonna try to run the test again. Okay. And by the way, what does the check? Oh, now it's clicked. But what does the check say here?
Nothing.
If not accepted, keep-full will be taken as standard.
There are some rules. I mean, if you don't accept it, then I have to come up with a default value. I'm sorry, but this is...
I can call
way
this
how it
a
works.
little bias, maybe.
Maybe, but...
Okay, so now if I click, oh, it didn't click, so that's why. So
Yeah.
if I click here, you know what? I'm going to start all over again because I don't like typing.
Yeah. The thing is, since this is now a Playwright test, we can make use of all the tools that Playwright provides.
Yes.
Maybe
So-
even a recorder.
Yeah. So here I can just put my, can just start my test. So it's stopping just here, line 6. The component is mounted. And now I can, where is it? Record at cursor. And I'm just going to click croissant. I agree. Submit vote. And then I want to make an assertion that the croissant here has...
So you can very even explicitly via the recorder tell the test what you want to assert for. It could be a value, it could be a text, it could be anything. You just need to click on it and Playwright will do the rest.
Just mouse clicking.
Yeah.
And my test is here.
Yeah. And unfortunately,
Let's run it.
we just tested an edge case, I would say, where the croissant has 1 vote. Yeah, now it's working.
Now
Yeah,
it's
I
passing.
found the bug.
Yeah,
All right,
we made it. Good.
Good.
Well,
There are also other things which maybe we want to highlight for those of you who are not using the Playwright testing component all the time, like the UI mode. Do you
Yes.
want to quickly do this?
Yeah.
Show it, yeah. Then
I can show it.
And I can take
So,
over again. So for those of you who don't want to use VS Code, Playwright has an own UI mode where you have a lot of different functionalities when the test runs. I would also want to highlight that the UI mode shows in a way the same UI that you would also see if the test fails in the CI. So you get something like a traced viewer. And this is exactly what Younes now is showing. So he's executing the test in the UI mode. It should hopefully also work.
so this means that even if you're not using an IDE and you're using Vim or anything,
Yes.
you can still use the UI mode, you know.
Notepad.
Or the
And you see
Notepad.
here, you have, for example, at the top, you have the timeline, so you can hover with your mouse over it. You see when the component was created. You see also how the component behaved over the test. You can go actually into the different test steps.
See the steps, but I don't know why I can't scroll with your computer. But anyway, so
Yeah.
we can see the events here. Okay.
It's good, yeah.
You can see the actions. And here, if I just we can see also you have like the browser console. You have you have all the traces from the network also, so you can analyze each request that was sent and stuff like that.
Yes, and even the locator. So if something really fails in the middle of the test, you can always go to that step. You can even click in the UI on a particular DOM element. It will highlight it, and then you can interactively verify if maybe you want to use different selectors or whatever gone wrong.
Exactly.
So very great thing, not actually for the complete ecosystem, so the complete plugins which they are providing.
Yeah, for instance, here I can see each step, and at any moment I can pick this locator and ask it, what is the selector for the submit vote here, and it will show it just here, and I can copy paste that piece of code. If you're not having the whole IDE integration, for example.
Yes, exactly. So you have your list of all the common Playwright features and a little bit of a theoretical explanation how Testronaut actually works. So for us, it was very important that we don't want to try to build our own bundler or builder. We said we have Playwright, we have the Angular CLI, both know what to do or how to do things. So the Playwright is good in testing. It's an existing testing framework. We don't have to extend or change something in it. It should be the same thing. And since we're doing here component testing, the challenge is always that someone needs to be able to compile the component, also to execute all the testbed commands and all that stuff. And for that, we said we are not going the ones who want to create this kind of build process. What we will do instead, because everything is already there, we have the Angular CLI. The Angular CLI is running. And what we really just have to find out how we can kind of connect these two things together. Because you see here on the left side in Playwright, there is something which is called run in browser. That's the primitive, so to say, which is a special Playwright command. So it's again something integrated into Playwright. It's not something on top of Playwright. And run in browser is actually a command that the Testronaut is providing. And when the Playwright test then starts to run, the Testronaut will execute this run in browser and will take all the code that you have in the run in browser, of course, only that code, and would move it to the running Angular application, which means the Angular CLI will pick up the changes in the file, will recompile it, and will apply all the same things as it would have done if it would have been a normal Vitest test or Jasmine Karma, whatever it is. So that's the basic thing.
So the cool thing is, as you mentioned, is that Playwright, they really know what they're doing in terms of controlling the browser, of providing like a good testing experience. And Angular knows what it's doing about how to build an Angular app and how to bundle things and how to create the chunks and everything. So we didn't want to wrap that or reinvent the wheel. And the idea is that, so just with our little Testronaut kind of Playwright plugin, we will just, whenever you write a Playwright test, so instead of just calling goto, you call mount. And what we do actually is that when your test is running, we analyze the file, we see what you're mounting, and we transform that mount, actually, under the hood, it's actually a run in browser, the function that Rainer described. Run in browser is the thing that will say, this function will not run in Playwright, it will run in the browser, okay? So we have to put it in the browser. So what we will be doing is that we take that function, we analyze the imports, which is not magic, it's pretty just a file AST analysis, we're just analyzing the TypeScript code. And we're starting an Angular dev server, and in that Angular dev server, there's a folder that is generated, and we just write this in it, okay? So we just put the import there, and we create a function that has a global name, like a unique name, and we call it in Playwright with something called page.evaluate, which is like a primitive in Playwright that allows you to call whatever code you want in your web application.
Yeah.
So this is how it works.
Yeah, I can also show it quickly. I mean, the idea that we want to get through is that we are not doing very complicated stuff. We are not entering internals of any of those frameworks. We're just trying to connect with each others, and we don't really want to interfere with them.
Yeah. This means that even if, in theory, we could go through future major versions of Angular without having to touch Testronaut. So we don't have to catch up with every changes or internals or even public APIs. The only public API we're using is just testbed create component.
Yes, or yes, in the mount. But in running browser, we don't even use anything. It's up to the user. So what you see here is this Testronaut directory, which is actually this Angular application which is running. You see here we have our common index HTML. We also have the main test. And instead of saying bootstrap application, which we normally would do, we have here just a Testronaut bootstrapping command, which is then starting Angular here. And it is also importing from generated. And these are those kind of TypeScript files which are coming from the Playwright test. So we are really creating files for that, which means when Angular is starting to run the main TS, it will see all these import parts. It will also compile them. But the thing here is Angular is doing the compilation. Angular is doing the compilation of the vote and result screen. That is important because it has decorators, it has further dependencies, and you really want to use the Angular CLI to do this. You don't want to do this on your own.
Yeah.
That's the basic idea.
And we'll benefit from any future improvements. We benefit from the cache. If tomorrow the compiler is optimized, this will be optimized.
Exactly. You also want to say something about the Angular JSON?
Yeah, and it's also just to show you the configuration. We're not lying, right?
Yeah, I'm not lying. What do you imply?
So we have just the build of the application. This is how the application is built. And we're just having a Testronaut configuration here that is overriding the entry point. That is the only thing that is different from your application build, which also means that if you change some option here, like the assets or whatever, or even the styles, you will not have the problem of, oh, I forgot to add the styles to my test. It's just going to work out of the box. And one other thing that we didn't mention is that given you can call the run-in browser, you can call whatever you want in the Angular app. You can, of course, call testbed configure testing module and set your own providers and set up the mocks or test doubles you want. You can also call testbed inject and inject a signal store, for example, and check the state of the signal store so you can interact with your components and then check the state of the store, or the opposite way around.
Exactly. What is also maybe important to note, we are using here the same Angular CLI that you are using for your applications. So it's not like that the build is different, it's exactly the same. It really goes with the project that you're using.
Good.
Maybe there is one further thing we might want to say, or maybe you want to say.
What about Vitest browser mode? So to keep it short, what we showed you right now with Vitest, we were not really using all the features from Vitest browser mode, which is also an interesting alternative, which is stable since Vitest 4 that was released a few weeks ago. And the thing with Vitest browser mode is that it also provides APIs that allow you to call Playwright and check that the components are actionable and stuff like that. But you don't get the full Playwright experience. You don't have the recorder, the matches are not exactly the same, and the queries are not exactly the same. So there is a difference.
Yes. So never misunderstand that Playwright is just a testing library with a few commands. Playwright is much more. So we have the UI tools, the features in VS Code. And as you know, Playwright at the moment is like Angular also investing quite a lot in AI, which means all these tools which they bring out for their end-to-end testing, you can also use it for your component tests.
Yes.
And since we have 2 minutes time,
we can try it.
So,
so one thing about Playwright, again, as you mentioned, is that I see it like an onion, like with different layers. And the core of Playwright is the Playwright driver that allows you to drive a browser. But then there's the Playwright test framework that allows you to write tests on top of this. And then there's all the ecosystem that you're mentioning. And one of the features is that there is an MCP, a Playwright MCP that is able to run the tests and check the results and stuff like that. So what we can do is that we can reintroduce this honest hack.
Yes, good. You call it like this.
And then I can ask, cursor. Is this working?
It's not your machine, right?
Nah, you can see it. You can see that. Is it the voice working?
They test the IntelliJ shortcuts. That's why it doesn't.
Yeah, that's why it's rigged. Can you please run the selected test and using the MCP Playwright test and fix the code until the test passes? Thank you. I always say.
Thank you costs you another 100.
Yeah, I know. I'm paying a lot for thank yous. Okay, so now it's running the test. It's checking the list of the tests. It found the test. It's running it. I should allow everything. It's not my computer anyway. So.
Yeah, you can just do whatever you want.
And it's inspecting the checkbox component because it's noticed that there is something wrong there. And it's saying, beware of Rainer. How did it go? It's fixed.
Yeah. So again, the point here is you can also use a normal AI agent, whatever you want, but this is really the additional features coming from Playwright. And if you have seen the latest version, Playwright now has brought out 3 agents for writing tests, for planning tests, and for healing these tests. And as we said, all the things which Playwright from now on will start to add to their ecosystem, you will have it directly in Testronaut. We don't have to enable it or do anything specific.
And this is the cool thing now with MCPs, because with agents, you have lots of agents use the static information you have in your repo, but using MCPs such as Playwright or other MCPs like Wallaby.js for testing, they can analyze the runtime values of your tests and say, oh, okay, the value of this is 42, it should be 43. I know where this comes from, and it can debug your test for you.
Yeah, right. So give it a try. It's Testronaut Dev. It's not Testronaut App. That's another one. That's a vibe coder.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Please be careful about the URL. You see the logo. Thanks.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.